Hello, everybody. Hello. Okay, honestly, the last time I picked up my camera, the last time I filmed anything, well, before New York. I mean, yes, New York. I filmed in New York, which was like 4 days. Other than that, I have not picked up my camera as a whole in like 2 months, which is crazy. I've been slacking a little bit. I think I just got a little bit ahead of myself in terms of I've just been everywhere but here, everywhere but doing work, doing everything but doing work, which is like not good. So, hello everybody. I feel like every time I come back here though, it's a good measure of like the hair progress. Like once a month DEPOP Talks, we can literally make a compilation of like where the hair has gone through, the growth. I love that for us. Anyways, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new here. I'm Melissa and we're gonna do a little Depop and talk. So basically I'll try on some clothes, I'll take photos of some things I'm gonna list up on Depop while we chat about what's going on in my life, what's going on in our lives, current events, certain things. I'm gonna be completely honest, I don't have much of a plan for the day, but we're gonna go ahead and get started. So let's do that. First things first, let's address the obvious, the background. I changed the background out. Basically, I got kind of, okay, I don't know if anybody can relate, but if you live in maybe a state that is dark, you don't live in Los Angeles or Florida, pretty much. When taking Depop photos, the natural lighting has been playing with my feelings. When I'm in Florida, taking Depop photos is like the easiest thing ever because it's always so bright and light outside, and here it's just always so gloomy and it's so ugly outside. This makes taking photos that much harder. And so I decided, like, because when I'm taking the photos and the backdrop is so dark, it just like looks so dark. I don't know, the photo just didn't look good. So I decided to replace it with a little sheet moment. I do a little smooth moment on the actual photo, and the pictures are kind of turning out a little bit better. I literally just started this yesterday, so I'm hoping that this doesn't frustrate me. But when I was looking at my Depop photos, I was like, I don't like this, because like, first of all, sometimes I just think you need some change, you know? Sometimes you just need to switch it up a little bit. And then also, I just love a white backdrop. Second of all, third of all, what of all are we on? I think things sell better when there's a bright white backdrop happening. So this gorgeous little Tommy number is so cute for the summertime. I just love yellow. I feel like I love yellow with like blonde hair too. I love a good stripe. If you know, you know. Like this toweling material, which I do absolutely also love. As soon as the sun comes out though, everything is golden. Like, I'm so happy, but we just have less of those days, unfortunately, over here. Everything is just so bloom and gloom. Like, the people in the UK, like, I know that it rains so much in the UK and it's so like crappy outside, so I'm just like always like, how do you guys shoot your pictures unless you do like artificial lighting? But I feel like we've been through this. Like, the artificial lighting, like, it just doesn't never does as well. It never looks as good. It just doesn't do its job, in my opinion. I do not think this top is gonna look so cute on, but I absolutely love this like little big buckle detail. Also, little mini shorts, so good for the summertime. Honestly, this fit is kind of doing what it needs to do. The dark colors, however, always shoot kind of much better anyways in terms of lighting, I find. I also just ate the biggest Chipotle bowl ever. It's never a good idea to do photos after you just ate a huge honker big back meal, because like, I'm gonna look at these tonight and be like, oh my goodness, It's important to eat though, just maybe not before the photos. So cute. This little peplum top, oh my god, this is such a vibe. I think I'll just like stick with these shorts right now, and then I'll do a bunch of cute tops. I think that's what the people want. I've been selling a lot of tops online right now, and I'm like, is this what the people want? Possibly, I guess. Also, I want to show you guys this. I think I'll photograph this too. I found this at the bins. It's this Ferragamo belt. This morning, I woke up and I saw this like Bella Hadid video, and she's wearing the like Gucci Marmont belt. I think that's what it was called. Do you guys remember when that belt was so sought after? So sought after. I never ended up getting one because like what, they were like $400 or something, and like come on now. But this is giving the same energy, and I'm like, I need to post this up today. Anything Bella Hadid wears, the girls eat that shit up right away. So I'm like, is this coming back into style? Are we about to see the Gucci Marmont belt? But I think the way she styled it like made sense. Like I think it makes sense in like an office core type of vibe, not in like a going to the club type of vibe, which is, I feel like that's where we all went wrong. Like you would go to the club and like guys would be wearing like Gucci belts, and like we just overdo things. I think that's our issue with society. Like when something goes viral, we really just overdo it, and then it just loses its je ne sais quoi. Like it loses its like specialty. It loses its what word am I literally looking for here? I couldn't tell you. You guys know what I'm saying. It just loses its English. I cannot think of the English word. I cannot think of anything, to be honest. But, okay, wait, this is kind of bringing, the wheels are turning. Sidebar, side note, I found this gorgeous Moschino dress the other day at like a random Goodwill. She's stunning. She's a size 10. She might fit me though, because I'm like a 6, but like, you know, designer always fits a little teensy weensy small. Now this is a dress. This is absolutely gorgeous. Do I keep this? This is absolutely stunning. The light's coming out. We love that for us. As I was saying, okay, TikTok is possibly going to be being banned. I think, I guess they have to like sell it to an American owner or something. Please ban that shit. I would be so happy. I feel like I'm actually an Instagram Reels girl lately. I have such like, I have my opinions. Okay, I know that so many people, and it just made jobs for so many people in the world, which definitely I get it, but it just made this selfishly, I know this is selfishly, it just like made my job less special and like what I do less special. So I like to have some special back in what I do. I just don't feel so unique anymore, to be honest. Like I think everybody's thrifting, everybody's reselling, and here's the thing. I'm sure 99.9% of you watching this right now all thrift and resell. You guys, it's fine. I would love to have TikTok for you guys. I would love for you guys to resell. I would love to have for you guys to have your YouTube channels and your Instagrams. This is our little community. Like this is special to me. Like I love you guys. Like I would not have anything without you guys. Like you guys mean the world for me. For you guys, I want nothing but the best. I want nothing but the most views and sales and everything in between. But selfishly, and also my friends, like I know a lot of this might impact a lot of my friends and people that like are in the industry in that way, but just in general, it would make my job more easy in a sense that I wouldn't have to post on TikTok, which I honestly really haven't been posting on TikTok at all. I'm starting to do reels. Like if it's gonna be banned, well, let's just head over to Instagram, which also I think if you are already at that point where you are reselling the law and making content, you're probably popping off on reels too, because I personally think that sometimes the reels do better than the TikToks anyways. I don't know, maybe this came off really bad and I apologize for that, but I'm allowed to have my opinion because it's my channel. Also, I just love YouTube. Like I want to post more on YouTube. Why did I neglect YouTube? That's the question. But honestly, let's just a little commotion for this gorgeous Moschino dress. The belt is everything on this bad boy. Are you kidding me? in my opinion, like when you go and you check out the stuff that I was selling in Florida, and I'm always like, why does my stuff sell so much better when I shoot it in Florida? The lighting and the backdrop, pure white. I swear it has to be that, because like the things that I find in Canada are not any, like, not as less good things, I don't think. Like, it's not, like, I think everything is kind of comparable. Like, I have the same style, I try to thrift the same stuff, actually. Well, like, the stuff I do find in the US is pretty freaking cool. I don't know, what do you guys think? I do think the backdrop just looks this is better like this, personally. I do feel like I have more to say about this TikTok ban. I guess they have to sell it to an American to be able to continue TikTok, because they think that they're selling like secrets or whatever, or like the Chinese owners, whoever owns it, they're like going to like kind of make our For You pages like look a little bit different. I guess that's like the big, they want to make, they're trying to like brainwash. That's what they think that they're going to do to our For You pages, is they're going to like, and I do really believe has to do with the election. Like, I think that they probably think like certain media things will be pushed on people's For You pages, and that it would shift like the vote of people. That's what I'm thinking. I'm Canadian, so I don't technically vote for like the American president or whatever, but that's kind of what I'm thinking. I also feel like they feel like we're getting too much like knowledge, like we're knowing too many things about what's going on in the world. And I think they don't like that we're kind of like, I mean, this is a little more conspiracy theory-ish, but I feel like they think that we're like, kind of, you know, we're knowing too much. Like, I know so much more now than like I ever used to know because of TikTok. Like, the things that you find on TikTok, like you have to agree with me on that. Like, the things that you like have realized a lot, like just the life hacks, the little like kitchen gadgets, or like this or whatever's going on in the world. Like, I get all my knowledge from TikTok. Everything that I know is from TikTok now. Like, what was life before TikTok? Bella, I should really be careful here. We might get a little nippity slip. I think the Bella Hadid video, I'll put it up for you guys, really inspired my little office core moment. I think I need to put a shirt up for this. So cute. I actually reworked this skirt. I've been reworking items again. So I've had this suit for so long, but the skirt was like an awkward length, and I was like, I just want to rework this a little bit. And I started reworking things again. I just like, my thought process behind that was simply that I needed like a little bit of like a little creative outlet that isn't necessarily my job. Because when I started to do YouTube, obviously it wasn't my job and it was my creative outlet. So then I was like, I need to start like reworking some stuff maybe again, just to have like a fun little creative outlet. I actually did this like a month and a half ago and have not touched a sewing machine since New York and Florida and stuff, but I was away and like now I'm just catching up on some things. So I've been doing some reworks, which has been like super fun, and I used to do so many. I truly did. I used to do a lot of reworking. I'm obsessed for the thumbnail. Even just like this. Can you wear a skirt like this to the office? I feel like it's not that short. This actually fits me really nicely. Like, sometimes I come on here to do my Depop and talks, and I'm like, I'm actually keeping these ones because some of these things, it always seems to be when I start to do these videos that the stuff wants to magically fit me so perfectly. Okay, this is giving let me frolic in a little field if it wasn't so big on me, but it's so cute. The skirt actually fits me good, but it's just the top is probably like a large. I'm a lopsided girly. I'm gonna just pin this a little bit to make it fit. Is that not just the cutest little thing that you'd ever see in your whole entire life? I'm so tempted to cut my hair this length right now, but I am trying to just let it grow. I'm doing my best. I need some like black shoes to like contrast a little bit maybe. These shoes go so good for Depop photos. Like, they just look so good. They're from Target, honestly, but they just like, especially with some skirts, Everybody always asks where I got them. They're literally wild fable. Like, they're from Target. Can you see me? Okay, yeah. I'm literally obsessed. It's so cute. So the other day I went to the thrift store and I ran into my friend Megan, who she's done some modeling for me, like, and she's been in a couple YouTube videos, but she has done some like work things for me in the past. And we've been like meaning to catch up, and like we've been texting or like messaging last few weeks, being like, oh, like let's hang out this day, and we're both kind of like, oh, I'm busy or whatever, and then we see each other at the thrift store. Like, this is just like it's just, yeah, you know. Anyways, so we're talking about how busy we've been, and I was like, yeah, honestly, like I haven't been the greatest with like making content recently, because like I've literally just been so busy. Like every weekend I've had something, and then I feel like during the week I'm like recovering from what I was doing on the weekend in terms of like just like cleaning things and like getting like editing done for like brand things or wholesale, and then like my YouTube content has like fallen behind, and I've fallen behind on just like Instagram and TikTok, just everything. Just, it's like a, and then also you want to like work out, right? So you want to like have some sort of balance in your life. And she was like, you know what? And I was like, and it was the whole month, because I really went from Florida to New York to a wedding to, I flew, and it was just like a whole month just went by like that. Then I got home and I obviously wanted to unpack and clean everything. And she was like, well, you know, it's okay. Like, don't let making content like come in the way of like living your life, like blah, blah, blah. And I was like, you're right. You're definitely right on that. That was words of wisdom that I needed to hear. And like, it really did soothe my soul a lot, because I think when I pinpoint when I started to have anxiety, I can really pinpoint the fact that it's not even like I wouldn't consider myself to be like having anxiety, but I have like an anxiety within me when I don't have a YouTube video prepared, or I don't have content prepared, or I don't have something ready to go or edited. It's like the noise. I think Emma Chamberlain kind of touched on this in one of her videos, where she was like, it's this constant noise, and that you kind of want to get over that noise. Like, she got to a point where she doesn't have that noise in the back of her head. But when you're always making content, you're just so prone to having this noise in the back of your head of like, you have to produce something. And so many people don't typically understand that unless you make content, because, you know, you go to your 9 to 5 and like, there's jobs that you take home with you. For sure, there's things at work that you take home from you. But like, most of the time, like if you're working at XYZ and you just clock in and you clock out, you don't think about anything outside of work, where like, this is like a constant thought. There's a constant thought going through your head of like, I need to create content, I have so much shit that I gotta do, like you're your own boss technically, right? And I would not consider myself an influencer, big influencer, $20,000 brand deal influencer, okay? Like, my middle ground, being in this middle ground that I'm in, and a lot of other influencers are in, I hate that fucking word so much, content creators are in, it is not $1 million job. It can be, but like, for the most part, a majority of us are in this little bubble of like, you make content and you have a following, but like, you really got to make content to like pay the bills, and like, you got to keep it up to pay the bills. It's not like 20,000's coming in today and I can take a couple months off or a month off or whatever. And like, the way that like a James Charles or Emma Chamberlain, like the middle ground of influencing is a grind. And like, I'm not going to sit here in front that I have all this money, because I don't, especially after paying my taxes. Hello, not fun. But it is a grind, and there's this noise in the back of your head, and like, sometimes I just need a moment. And then when I actually started to do my work again, when I accepted the fact that like, what are we in a rush for? Just chill out. Just chill out. Take a little gummy and chill out, you know? In terms of like the white though, on camera, coming off super cute. I'm not sure how it's gonna photograph. I feel like white on white kind of looks a little silly willy sometimes. It can look good though. we just pull and pray? Press and pray?
Ooh, the F is F and F. Where do we buy those?
They gotta order it on whoisunclegabe.com.
Oh, that's a good domain. Whoisunclegabe.com.
Where in the world is
Coco said, I went to Teddy Fresh out of excitement and added so many things to my cart. Begrudgingly, I had to remove some from my cart. Oh, I thought they would say it was gone. But no, they said I was...
Cutie little skirt moment. Obviously, loving the dark colors still. I feel like I'm just... It has to be the tattoos. I'm so convinced that when I got my tattoos, I just don't like the way color looks on me as much. Maybe if I had dark hair with the tattoos, color, certain color, but like a lot of color, if they're covered, it's fine. But I feel like when I have something too colorful on with the tattoos, the blonde hair, it's giving scary. Like I just look a little scary, in my opinion, for myself. You do you. I'm not coming for anybody's throat. But I just kind of feel like I just gravitate toward darker colors. I also don't know if it's like an age thing. Like I got older and I wanted to wear pink still though. Pink always. Like pink, so cute. I don't think I could ever not wear pink. But in terms of color, like however, like something like this, if I can get it, so cute and gorgeous. Actually, should we photograph this? That is a vibe. That is so cute. I also just think that this is like, you know, when they're doing the like color theory to see what color looks best on you, I'm very convinced that this is the like my best color, and red. I feel like I don't need one of those tests done. Like I feel like I know. Like I've done enough to know what, like I've worn enough things to know like what does do good on me and what doesn't. And these photos look so good when the lighting is correct. I'm obsessed. If you're gonna tell me this isn't my color, you're lying straight to my face. This is so cute. I actually think it's supposed to go like this, but I kind of like the off the shoulder effect. This is really, really cute. I really like this dress. It's actually like Mex, so like vintage Mex, like very, maybe not vintage even, maybe. Every time I go to change outfits, because I'm like, oh, I talked about this enough in this outfit, I need to change, and then I come back and I forget completely what I talked about, what I was just trying to talk about. Anywho, let's give a relationship update. I'm still in a relationship. He is still overseas. I'm like, he's like, I'm coming home in 2 weeks, like, da. I'm not gonna believe it until I see it, okay, at this point, because he's been saying, oh, I think like only 2 more weeks for literally a month and a half. I'm not even kidding you. Like, the way everybody's like, oh my god, you're probably so excited to see him. No, the way I'm gonna, right in the head, because like, what do you mean? I haven't seen you in 4 months. Like, what do you mean? I'm only gonna be another 2 weeks. So basically, they keep winning. They keep winning, so they're in the playoffs, and they keep winning the playoffs. Like, I agreed for you to go play basketball. I didn't agree to win the whole thing. We don't need to do all that. That's just taking too long. We don't need to do all that. Anyways, that is what is going on. I haven't seen my boyfriend in 4 months. I've been grumpy. That also could be why I have just been so bad with my content and like not creating things. I had depression. Where's my boyfriend? He is not here. I'm okay though. I've been so busy in terms of like girl things. Like I've been doing so many like girly fun things. But again, what is the saying? Don't go broke trying to keep up. That was this month. Okay, I was trying to keep up too much. Too much every weekend was just costing me a dollar bill. So yeah, this whole week I have not answered a text message. Sorry. Melissa is not here. Melissa is not here. She is absent. She's absent. I just like literally am like, I need to actually start to work. That's the only, yes, obsessed with my job in a sense. Like there's so many positives and negatives. Obsessed with my job in a sense. I get to try on clothes all day and it's so fun and I just get to be like a girl. Positives. Negatives, you have to get your own shit together. Like, there's nobody to tell you to do this or that. Like, you start to mess around too.
Got to get on your Zoom. Every morning you got to get on your Zoom at 10 because
you're falling a little behind. You're falling a little behind. We have bills to pay. So yeah, anyways, I basically am avoiding everybody for the next 3 weeks because if my boyfriend does come home in the next 2.5 weeks, I'm obviously going to want to spend some time with him. So I've really been like on my grind. I do have 2 brand deals happening. Who is she? I'm literally so excited. One of them is Value Village. I know there's so much controversy. Oh God, you would think English is my second language, wouldn't you? Yeah, so I'm doing a brand deal with Value Village, just like a real TikTok, Instagram moment. I did it last year too, so it's like I'm kind of happy that they asked me again. So it means like it went well for them, like it was worth it. So that's good. Unless they just see how much money I spend there and they're like, you know, we should probably give this girl some support. Like I do a lot of free content for them, so they're like, maybe we should like give this girl some things. I started to hate Value Village less when I started to look at them as more of a vintage store and not necessarily a thrift store. I think once I discovered the bins, my anger toward Value, yes, I do see the prices there sometimes and I'm just like, that is ridiculous for the common sort person, for anybody to go shopping. That is a lot of money because like you can get a lot of stuff there and you're just spending a lot of money. But so I have them, and then I have another brand deal I'm working on for YouTube, which I'm so excited about, for a trip to the thrift with a brand, and you guys will see that, and I'm so excited about that one as well. So yes. And also in terms of my website and my wholesale, obviously right now, if you want a wholesale bundle or if you want a style bundle, I'm working on like 4-ish right now style bundles. So I can do like 1 or 2 more right now. Maybe if those go out this week, I'll have room. So if you do want a style bundle for like spring, summer vibes, let me know. Message me on Instagram. I've been finding such good vintage bikinis because I've been in Florida, so I sourced a lot while I was in Florida, obviously. Also, look how good these like Mossimo vintage swim shorts are. I don't think I can show you guys full swimsuits on YouTube. I think that it's a violation. So, but this is cute. So we'll stick to this. But this is vintage Calvin Klein. It's really so cute. Look at the little... Boo. Okay, honestly, I bought these around Christmas time, right before I was leaving to go to Latvia. I actually thought that these would be like a little bit more of a jort, but they're actually like more of a, you know. Anywho, when I tried them on at Christmas, they were too small on me. Okay, they do not fit like a jort, but they fit me. Okay, a win is a win. A win is a win. A win is definitely a win is a win. A win is a... I've also been kind of vibing with, like, I don't love showing my stomach at all anymore in terms of fashion. Like, it's not even like I feel like I have a big stomach, like la da da, like that has nothing to do with it. I generally just like to be a little bit more covered up these days, and I've been loving like the long top over the pants, but like, why do I kind of like this? But maybe if I look back on the footage, I feel like I'm looking a little Urkel-ish, but like I kind of vibe with this, like a little tuck. I feel like it's cute. I don't know, I feel like I'm kind of reverting a little bit in so many of my like, when it like my fashion knows. That's why I feel like I need to stop speaking on things sometimes, because I eventually go back to them anyways. Like, is this not just cute? Like, well, send me to the little farm. Like, let me ride a little horse. Like, it could be a vibe. I don't have a long torso in general, but I feel like if you have a long torso, or not.
That is a real bad thing.
I think my analysis was a little more nuanced.
it wound up there after you went and re-examined the lyrics. You had a whole...
Sea Monkey Do. But I don't know, I didn't look more into it.
Yo, hey.
I sent a video.
You did.
That's a good one.
Okay. Hot coffee's in there, but
I'm a little hot.
Hot coffee.
It's hot.
This top is so good. Also, these jeans are also so good. I'm almost dying on the camera. I hate when I sound like that. I think sometimes I'm like, do I sound like that in real life? Like when I rewatch my videos, sometimes my voice is a little bit, and then I'm like, okay, I'm talking normal. Like right now, I'm talking normal. But then I'm like, is it just like TikTok? The way TikTok has impacted my voice? To that, though, back to the TikTok drama with it being banned. Okay, so this also brought up the conversation the other day with one of my buyers, actually. She was like, we're talking, and I was like, do you not just like get like desensitized to like vintage now? Like I feel like we've seen so many pieces, and it really does take a moment. It really, not even like a moment, but it really takes something so unique and special for me to like freak out over. More so when I'm home in Canada. Like when I'm in the US, in the States, and I'm thrifting there, I feel like it's a godsend. I'm like, oh my god, everything's so different. When I'm in Europe, I'm like, okay, I do not deserve this life. This is insane. Like the things that I find over there are like so unique and cool. So I'm not sure if it's just because I've been thrifting in the same place for so long. I see the same brands, I see the same styles so much that I've become a little like desensitized to some of the pieces that I've been seeing. Even when people, I do believe a lot of it has to do with the fact that I'm also seeing so much of the same stuff on TikTok, which kind of, and like Instagram Reels, which kind of brings up the conversation about like, are you okay with TikTok being banned? Like, I think kind of, because like I feel like I'm over consuming thrift content, and then it's also affecting the fact that I like want to enjoy just thrifting on my own. So I don't want to see as much thrift content because I also love to thrift by myself. So I'm like it's just too much of something, if that makes sense. So I don't love watching a lot of like thrift content. I think I've told you guys that before, and I couldn't really figure out why. And I thought like it was like I just do it, so I didn't want to see it. But I think it's just like it's over consuming. It's too much. And that's where I feel like when you have like your YouTubers that you watch and you just specifically watch them, and then you also do your thrifting, it's better. It's less consuming and less stressful almost. Whereas like when I'm seeing so much of like on your For You page, you're not really picking what you're seeing. Like you are in a sense, but you're not like completely picking what you're seeing. So it's just like thrift video after thrift video after thrift video. Like if you watch one thrift video, then they'll show you like 10 more, right? And I feel like it's too much for me. Sometimes I'm like, I just don't want to be on thrift TikTok anymore. It's too much. I also feel like it's impacted my style so much, and like in a not great way, because I used to just like make videos and make outfits off of vibes. Like we didn't have TikTok, like Instagram wasn't like the way it is now. And like I literally just put outfits together based on like vibes. And I'm like, now I'm like putting an outfit together and I'm like, too many micro trends, too many this, too much this. I've seen this outfit before. Who put this on Instagram? I saw this on TikTok, I saw this Instagram, and it's just in the back of my head and I just recreated it. So it's not unique. And then I just gravitate toward jeans and a little tank top at this point, because I'm like, I've seen it all. Everything is too much. So I really needed to not, that's why I really stepped back on TikTok too, because I feel like it's like just rotting my brain with like too many micro trends, and I'm like, what do I even like anymore? What is my style? Like, what am I enjoying? Then I really took a step back and I realized I started thrifting better in terms of what the shit that I like, which in turn becomes the shit that you guys like too, because I think a lot of you guys have the same type of vibe that I am on. This is also Miss Me. Yeah, this top is Miss Me. Like Miss Me jeans. Like that's so sick. The tag is so old. There's certain things that I really does get me still. Like I'm not gonna lie. Like I don't see certain vintage things and I'm like, what the hell? Like there's certain things like that Moschino dress, like certain things that I show you guys really does get me, but it doesn't get me the way that things used to get me as much. Even in terms of like Pinterest, like I go on and I'm like, I don't like any of these outfits. What do I like? Like, I don't know if I'm just like that much pickier these days in terms of like fits together. Like this is just what I like at this point. Like I don't know how to explain what I like and what I don't like, but it just seems to be the latter recently. Like I don't know if it's because I'm seeing too much of the same thing and then I'm like, but I've seen this before, but I've seen this outfit, I've seen this been done a million times. Like I love the jersey trend. I think it's so cute, but I just feel like I've been seeing so much of it. So it's like, am I just getting sick of things too quickly? And I also think that goes to show when I have all of this inventory and I have all of like downstairs, like my closet, like my wardrobe. And I still look in my closet and I'm like, I have nothing to wear. I think it's just a lot of just like overconsumption. And sometimes when I just dial it down a little bit and I look at what I have and see what I don't have, and I'm like, okay, what makes sense in terms of buying these days? And then I'm like, okay, wait, I'm short of this, I'm short of this. But my purchases are a lot more logical in terms of like what's gonna go with what in my wardrobe. Because I used to just like buy things just to buy things, and then I would get it home and I just wouldn't have anything to match with what I just got. So I started to really have to look, and I know you're thinking, Melissa, you have like trillions of items. Yes, but a majority, you guys have to also remember, a majority of the things that I do gather. I do my gather and hunting, like pieces that like don't always go together because they're always like, I'm trying to sell like one-off pieces almost. So getting a lot more basics or like different basics, elevated basics, that's where the bins has really come in handy for me, honestly, because I don't have to spend $8 on like a cute basic. But something like this is just like something that has been such a go-to for me recently, and I really, really do feel like this is just, it makes sense to me. These jeans do fit just so incredibly beautifully.
And the tunic that you're wearing is one of
Guys, also I of course was like, no, Dan, fuck you. Where did that come from? That was enchanting. Subreddit. Why don't we use that more? That should be our intro. It's like a Christmas version.
Yeah.
Having a rough night, and I said, there's no way I can come in.
I've been watching like Sex and the City. I feel like that always gives me some inspo as well. But then I'm just like mad because I'm like, my closet, like I thrift so much and it still does not look like Carrie Bradshaw's closet. Like she has the best outfits. Honestly, so does Charlotte though. I think Charlotte slays. Ooh, you could even do a little, okay, wait. I love a crossbody moment. This is so cute.
Yeah. Is it the guy who pays the bill?
The way the sun came out for 30 seconds today is just so incredibly rude. It's always the days that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna take photos today that there's no sun, and then the days that I'm like out and about and it's like 2 p.m. and the sun's out, I'm like, I gotta go home, I gotta take photos. And it's never like, it's like, okay, I can get home in 2 minutes. No, I'm always not in the right place. Anyways, the last thing I'm gonna leave you with today is the fact that I'm gonna be home for the summer. I'm not going to Edmonton. My boyfriend decided, I think he's not playing. Anyways, for now, things change every 2 weeks in terms of what he decides to do and where he decides to play. But I think that I'm not gonna go to Edmonton this summer, which I am indifferent about. Like, I didn't hate Edmonton. I actually really enjoyed my time there more than I actually thought. I think because I had such low expectations about actually living in Edmonton, that it was actually more enjoyable. I did actually really enjoy Edmonton, which is so funny, and the thrifting was phenomenal as well. But I think it's good to take a little summer off. We're also gonna go to Vegas. We really haven't spent like a summer off together ever, so I think it's needed. I think that it will be a good, I think it might be a good idea. But anyways, listen, I didn't have much to talk about today. I didn't plan to talk about too much today. I just really wanted to like update you guys with what's going on. I'm glad we talked about a little bit of things and you guys get to see like me try on and just like chill out. I know you guys are probably busy working, doing whatever you guys do, whether it's reselling and you're taking photos while I'm taking photos. That's kind of cool. Or, you know, you're just putting this on in the background. I hope you guys have a good day. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know if you have any suggestions in terms of what you guys want to see, or if you like these videos how they are. Obviously, when I have more topics and stuff, it's a little bit better. But anyways, I love you guys. Bye!